Started. All right, so I just want to say hello again to everybody. So excited that you're joining us here today. My name is Jen, and today I have with me the beautiful Jana. She's joining us today. Bianca's out of town, but you'll see her back in the future. So I'm so excited to have Jana here with us today. She's going to be with us on screen, but she's also going to be in the background answering any questions that you may have that come up while I'm demonstrating. And then as soon as I'm done with the little demo that we're doing today, we will have a Q&A time where you can ask questions that relate to what we're talking about today, or just any Skipio questions that you have. Okay, so today we're talking about CSV uploads. Now, some of you may be familiar with that and some of you may not. The CSV upload is really a quick way for you to bring contacts into your Skipio system all at one time rather than doing them manually one by one. So you do have the InTouch integration. So depending on the plan you're on, you either have your customers or your customers and your team or unit coming over from the integration. But you may have other groups like church groups or homeschool groups or girls night out groups or people that you like to text that you like to bring into your Skipio. So we like to have a simple way for you to do that. So the way that you'll start with a CSV upload is you'll need to have the contact information in an Excel file or a spreadsheet. If you are needing to activate, so one of the reasons we decided to talk about CSV uploads today is everybody's looking for a quick way to enable the birthday message going out to your InTouch contacts, so your customers and consultants that are coming over from InTouch. They are currently not enabled to receive a birthday message automatically. You have to go in and enable that. Now, I have heard, this is just a rumor, that they are going to fix that so that either birthdays are automatically enabled and you disable them rather than enabling them, or they're going to give you a quick way to select all those at once. But I don't have a timeline on that, on the integration, but the product team has heard your request. I know that's something that's on their radar that they are working on. But until then, I want to show you how you can also achieve that with the CSV upload. So let's start by doing a screen share real quick. I'm going to get into the account. Okay, so the first thing you need is your Excel file. And actually, I just shared the wrong thing. Let me share an Excel file instead. So I just have a quick sample file here. And let me share the right part. Got too many windows, girls. I don't know if you relate to your brain having too many windows. I literally have too many windows open on my screen here. Okay, so let's take a look at the Excel file. So let's say you've either created the Excel file or maybe you've exported it from InTouch. The exports from consultants and customers look just a little bit different, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But here I've just got just a basic Excel file where I've got some contact information, and I added some extra columns here so that I can show you how we map the different columns and how we can exclude, because especially in the case where you export a file maybe from InTouch or Boulevard or anywhere that you're exporting contact information, you're probably going to have a lot of columns that you don't need in Skipio. You don't have to go through and delete those from the Excel file. I'm going to show you how we just opt not to use them. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is convert your regular spreadsheet to a CSV. So in Excel, I go to File, and then I'm going to go to Save As. And here I'm going to select the drop-down box, and I want to go to CSV, comma delimited, so the .csv. I'm going to select that and save. And once my file is in the CSV format, then I'm able to upload it through the CSV upload. So let me take you into the Skipio screen. And you'll go ahead and click on the new contact icon that's up here on the right-hand side. You're probably familiar with doing them manually one by one. This is how you do it here. But instead of doing that, today we're going to do upload contacts. So here I just click on this to open up and select which CSV file I'd like to bring in. I'm going to go ahead and select my sample one. And then the next step is it's going to ask you which columns you want to import. That's why I've added these fun extra columns here, because you're probably going to have extra columns and headers that you don't want to use. Don't worry about it as long as they're not clicked and checkboxed here. import will not pull anything from those columns itself. So once you have the ones that you want selected, you go ahead and hit continue. And then it's going to show you examples and make sure that the mapping is done correctly. So you may find, ooh, let me get a little error there. You may find that your map here says do not import. Up here, do not import. Sometimes it's auto selected that way, and you may need to change it to line it up. So all you're doing here is lining up the headers in your file to the way that the system reads the information in your Skipio account. So we've got first name to first name, last name to last name, and phone to phone. In your files, if you do have cell phone, home phone, work phone, that kind of thing, you'll want to select one where we don't bring multiple numbers in. So you'll want to map phone to whichever column has those cell phone numbers. In the case of your Mary Kay exports from InTouch, you may have people who have their cell phone listed under home phone and they don't have anything listed under cell phone. So you'll want to move that over in the file before you import. All right, once we've got those column headers mapped correctly, and we see the little preview here, you can go ahead and click continue. Then here you could add them to a campaign if you'd like to. You can also add them to a group. And if you forgot to create the group before you started this CSV upload, that's okay. You can do a new one right here. So I'll say Jen's referrals. These are all just fake people. So, all right, so it's going to add them to that group. Now here is the great one for enabling those birthdays. With one click right here, you can automatically send and enable that send birthday message option on all of these contacts. So you want to make sure and click that box right here and then click continue. Now, I have someone in this file that doesn't have a phone number listed. So the import is notifying me, hey, we're not going to bring this contact in because there's no identification in the form of a phone number. So that's, if you get something that says the row can't be imported, it's because a piece of information is missing, or maybe the phone number doesn't have the full 10 digits or something like that. So you'll want to go back to your file and correct that there if you see that. All right, I'm going to go ahead and continue. And then I'm going to click start upload. And then my upload is good. I can go to the address book and see those contacts there. So one thing I was going to talk about is on your upload where you've already got your contacts in from InTouch, and you think, I want to enable the birthday, but the contacts are already in there. I don't want them to duplicate. It won't duplicate with a CSV upload. If it sees the contact existing in under that phone number already, the only thing it will do is update that contact. So you don't have to worry about duplicating contacts by putting those lists in again. So this is a quick workaround to enable all those birthdays in the case of your customers or your consultants coming from InTouch, where you want to enable those all with one click rather than going into each individual contact and doing that. So you'll just export your consultants or customers from InTouch, make sure and convert that file to CSV, and then you'll go ahead and upload and enable the birthday. Now, one thing I did want to show you is that we do have, there is a little discrepancy between the way InTouch downloads consultants and customers. So when you download the consultant file, the birthday is in one column. However, when you download the customer file, it's in two columns, but we only have one birthday option in Skipio. So what you will need to do on that customer Excel file is combine those birthday columns into one. And I want to go over that really quickly with you. Let me pull up I've got another little sample to show you here, so I can show you how to do that. All right, let me just get the right thing pulled up here. And of course, share. All right, so in this file, I've put in let me just delete this here. So I've put in a birthday and birth month, and this is actually how it will appear when you bring that export over from my customers. It's just going to show the numbers here for the birthday and the birth month, and you're going to want to combine those. So I'm going to walk you through that really quick. If you're a little bit intimidated by working in Excel, don't be. It's okay. You're safe with me because I'm not super advanced. So we're good. We got training wheels here. We're going to be fine. Okay, so what we're going to do is put a little calculation into this cell to bring these two and combine them here. And the reason we want to do that rather than typing it is because if you have 200 customers, you don't want to go through and retype, you know, each birthday for each of those. So let me show you that real quick. So we're going to create an equation. We're going to do equals, and then the function we want here is called concatenate, and that means to combine these basically strings together, several cells. And then we will do a parenthesis, open parenthesis, and we want to take that first column, which is G2, and then we want to do a comma, and then quotation. I'm going to put the slash between the two, between the birth month and the birthday. Then we need another quotation and a comma. And then we want that second cell that we want to bring in, which in this case is H2. Then we'll close the parenthesis to finish the formula there, and we hit enter. And you can see that it pulls in the correct birthday with that formula. Now, if you grab this little square right here and just pull down, it's going to duplicate that in all of the fields. Now you have that there. Now you say, well, okay, so now I can delete these. You don't want to because it's working from a formula to pull this information here, but it actually doesn't matter that you have these extra columns in here that you don't need. So let me show you when we do the upload. I'm going to go ahead and save, and I'm going to save it as a CSV. I already have it, yes. All right, now let me take you to the other share real quick. Back to our upload here. So we're going to go again up to this new contact, upload contacts, select our file. I'm going to use sample 2. That's the one I've got the birthdays in. Now you can see that I have birthday, birth month, and birthday. That's the one that I have combined. And again, it's giving you those little previews of what's in those columns, so you know which one you want to select. So you can see I didn't have to delete those other two because I just want to make sure I'm selecting the right one, and it won't matter. That way you don't have to do any extra steps in your Excel file that you don't need to. So that's the one I want for sure. I'll hit continue. And then I want to make sure that everything's mapped correctly, which I can see that it is. And again, you see the preview. Hit continue. Again, add to groups if you want to, but this is what we're here for, is making sure that birthday message goes out. We'll hit continue. Again, it's telling me I have that one without a phone number, and then I'll upload. Simple as that. Now, all of those birthdays are enabled with your customers or your consultants. Okay, now I know that all that is a little bit brainy, but it really is simple, just doing it step by step. And the CSV upload is so user-friendly that you're able to just make those selections as you need them. So I hope that's really helpful, getting those other contacts in or getting those birthdays enabled. So did we have any questions, Jana, that we don't have answered yet?
We actually have a great question from Celia. Do you see that? What is a CSV?
Yeah, CSV is just the file type. It stands for comma delimited. And I'm sure if Jared were on here, he could tell you exactly what that meant in like code and stuff. I genuinely don't know. It's the file type. And you'll see that even outside of Skipio, other programs that use an upload feature need to use a CSV style. It's something about how it reads the information that allows it to do that. So you'll see that in other systems too. Whenever you import something, it often asks for a CSV file. I wish I was more like nerdy and smart and knew exactly what it meant. I don't. I just know it's the file type. Okay, do we have anybody else?
And I would just say that it works better. You'll see an option to upload an Excel spreadsheet or something, or a Google Sheet. But we found that typically in our platform, as well as other programs, that CSV tends to communicate better. So to just select the CSV option instead of the Google Sheet or Excel sheet. We do have a couple of other questions. So Andrea is asking if you can go over the combination formula one more time.
Sure, sure. And I saw Maria ask if this is available for the free plan. You can do a CSV upload on the free plan. Your only limitation with free is that you have a max of 250 contacts. So if you take a CSV file in there with 400 contacts, they're not all going to upload because you do have that limitation on free. Okay, so let's go over that formula again. I know that part is a little brainy, and it took me, I even had, I don't know if Wendy is on here. I had Wendy with me in the Zoom room, and we were having all kinds of trouble. because I am not as savvy as some people, Jared. And so Jared came in and helped us, and I got a great refresher, which was fantastic. But I totally understand just kind of needing to see that again. Okay, so I'm gonna put it in all caps so we know this is the one we want to use. Again, you're creating a formula, and it's the concatenate feature. I hope I'm saying that correctly. So we'll go ahead, and you want to get into the cell and click up here so you can type your formula in. And we're going to go equals I'm on caps again, concat. And if you start to do concat, it will kind of prompt you over here. Concatenate. And then we need to tell the formula where to pull the information. So we start with an open parenthesis, and then G2 is that first cell there right here that we want to pull the birthday from. And if I just put G2H2, it's just going to put those two numbers together. We need it to read it in some type of birthday format. So we're going to do a comma and then quotation. Here you can either put a slash or you can put a hyphen if you prefer. I'm going to do the slash. Then we need to close that with another quotation mark and a comma. And then to finish, we need to tell it the other cell that we want to pull it into, which in this case is H2. And then we'll close parentheses and hit enter. Now, if we click on that cell, you can see the formula is there. And then what I like to do, and I'm just going to zoom in here so you guys can see a little better. I like to just go ahead and see the little box that's created in the corner here. If you just grab that and pull it down, it's going to duplicate that formula in all the cells below. Then once you save and you just make sure you use this column for the birthday, you'll have that correct information that you're looking for. So I hope that helps. Hi, Wendy, you are here. You have a question. Now that all my birthdays are checked to go, will a customer who has a birthday today get a message since I just uploaded it? Great question. Okay, so the birthday messages do schedule approximately 24 hours in advance. So if you have someone with a birthday today and you just enable that today, they will not receive it. So you'll want to manually send out a message. You will see those birthday messages populate on your calendar in your account about 24 hours in advance. So I hope that, how can I see all the scheduled birthday messages? Yeah, so you'll only see the next days. We don't put them all in the calendar because it kind of bogs down the load of the calendar. So you'll only see those that are going out the next day. Okay, did we have any other questions in the chat or the Q&A? I think we got it. Great. Hey, thanks for sharing that in the chat, Evelyn. That's perfect. Appreciate it. Okay, did you guys have any other questions that we can cover for you? Probably not specific, like if you're having a little hiccup in your own account and it's specific to yours, feel free to reach out to support so we can help you there. But if you had a general question about how something works or anything like that, we would love to help you out. Do we have a tutorial in Spanish? Jenna, we do have, we have a Spanish speaking rep who helps our Spanish speaking users. She is doing some trainings, isn't she?
She is. And so Mariana is our Spanish rep that helps with the Mary Kay tutorials, and she does have some recorded, as well as she's planning some future live ones. And then you can actually get a playlist. You can look up that playlist on our YouTube channel. There's a Spanish specific one. Or you can even message into the 385-324-3990 number, and I can drop that in the comments to request that Spanish information. But we have a Spanish Facebook page and videos as well.
Yeah, so Lydia, if you're not on the Spanish Facebook page, make sure that you join there so that you can see that information there as well. How do you get on Skipio, Alicia? Do you not have a Skipio account yet? Give us a little bit more information about that so we can help you. Okay.
And then it looks like Luz was asking about how to import from that cell to Skipio. Trying to clarify that as well.
Yeah, tell us, Luz, more about that. And then, Jana, can you drop the Spanish Facebook page link in there too?
I'm going to do that right now. Pull it up.
Okay, so you would have to have the customer's birthday. If it's not input in InTouch or you don't have that information, you would have to get that. If there's no birthday listed, it obviously won't send them a message because the system doesn't know when to send it. And then to export your customers or your consultants from InTouch, you can go to the consultant list or the customer list, and then you click the little checkbox and it gives you an export option. It will drop the file, or it will download the file to your computer from there. So they're in 2 different places, whether you're looking for customers or consultants in InTouch, but you can export all of those contacts into an Excel file. Alicia doesn't have an account yet. Okay, Alicia, we'll want you to go to mk.skipio.com and you can get signed up there. You just have to authenticate with InTouch, and so that we know that you're with Mary Kay, and then you can start on the free account, and then there's silver, gold, and platinum are there available to you. All right.
I do see a question about what if they don't know the customer's birthday?
Yeah, and I did talk about that. You'll have to get it. So you'll have to input that birthday, otherwise that message won't send. And if it is in InTouch, then that will come in to that export. But if it's not, if it's blank, then they won't receive a birthday message. So you'll need to put that in on the contact for sure. Thank you, Celia. I'm so glad. I always get nervous when I'm training because I just do. So I'm glad that it's working for you. I'm glad you enjoy it. Does anybody have any other questions? We'd love to answer. We've got just a couple more minutes if anybody has anything. And then we just, oh, you got the Spanish Facebook page in there. Perfect.
Yep, I just posted that. I'm also posting our marketing Skipio account number that you can reach out to. And if you have any questions, you don't know where to go to find something or who to contact, if you have a question or you're looking for video, just reach out to that number and we can definitely respond to you and help point you in the right direction.
Okay, and I saw in the Q&A we do have a few questions. So Kathy, how do you reach support? You are entitled to different types of support depending on your account level, but everybody is welcome to look in the resource center of their account, which is on that front page, or by clicking on the Skipio logo when you're logged in. There are tons of articles and tutorials and information there. We also have the Facebook page for Mary Kay Beauty Consultants and Directors. You'll want to make sure to join that. We provide a lot of information there, reminders, updates. We post training videos there. I know that last week there was a link posted to the Mary Kay specific playlist on our YouTube page. And then if you are on a paid account, you're welcome to reach out to support via email as well. And that's just maryKsupport@skipio.com. And you can also direct message us from Facebook. So if you open your messenger and type in Skipio, you can send us a direct message. We have 9 to 5 business hours and we're on the Mountain Time. And we're here Monday through Friday. So you're welcome to reach out to us there. Can you import address and emails too? You can, Andrea. The only thing I will tell you is that I know that some programs, I know InTouch is one of them, has an address line too, and we don't. So you would need to, if it's important to you to have the address in your Skipio, you need to make sure that anyone who has like a little apartment number or something that's in that address line too, make sure that's combined into a single cell so that it will pull it successfully into the Skipio contact. Otherwise, you'll miss that little piece. And the emails, we don't have any email functions in terms of sending emails, but if you want to distort email on the contact, I do believe that we have a spot for that. I'm just going to double check real quick. We do. Yep. So you can bring that in. Kathy, you misplaced your number. If you can log in, your Skipio number is displayed along the top, kind of on the upper right side. If you're not able to log in, send us a direct message or a support email with the email associated with your account, and then we can help you get logged back in. Dolores wants to know where she can find videos of other sessions. So just go to our YouTube channel, just go to YouTube, search Skipio. And I know on the Facebook page, we also have, like I said, last week, I believe it was last week, right, Jenna? They posted the playlist that was Mary Kay specific, right?
Right, and I actually just dropped it in the comments here in the chat channel for that playlist. Perfect. It's actually for all of the Skipio videos. That's the easiest way to find the most recent video posted. So I really love going to that, but we do also have on that Skipio channel a playlist specific for Mary Kay.
Right. Wendy's asking, do I want to enable call forwarding? You certainly can. So that's a question we have come up a lot is, can I call out from my Skipio number? Can I get calls from my Skipio number? So we don't have calling features in terms of directly calling out or in, but we do offer call forwarding for incoming calls on paid accounts only. So you won't see that available on the free plan. But once you are on a paid account, you can go to the profile of your account, input your cell phone number. There's a little section. Actually, let me just show it to you. Why am I saying this when I can share my screen? Let me just show you where it's at real quick. Okay, so you can come in to, I've got too many windows again. You can come in and click on the profile image here, or yours might just be a white bubble with your initials if you haven't uploaded a photo. And then you'll go ahead and click on my profile. And then down here it says forward to this number. Now here's a really important piece for call forwarding. You must put a +1 in front of the number. So then you'll want to go ahead and insert your phone number there and hit save. So +1, your cell phone number, no dashes or anything are needed, and then save. Once you do that, any calls that come into your Skipio number will automatically be forwarded to that cell phone number. Again, that's only for paid plans. In terms of calling out, we do have an option in the mobile app where on the contact, you can click the little phone icon and it will drop that contact's phone number into your dialer for convenience, but they will see your cell phone number coming in. I do believe that calling in and out may be something they're looking at doing in the future, but we don't have a timeline on that right now. So for now, we do offer the call forwarding and then the dialer drop for calling out from the mobile. All right, do we have any other questions? Emojis, yep, got that. I think we got everything.
Yeah, I hope we did. If not, if we missed you somehow, please just reach out to that number or contact us on our Skipio Mary Kay Facebook page, and we'd love to help you out and answer your questions, point you in the right direction. Really quick before we leave, Jen, I just wanted to remind you, call attention to the fact that we've got that great referral race going on. It ends this month, and just for a little extra incentive and for fun, we're offering double points for the month of October. So any referrals that come in through your link and that's connected to you for the month of October, we're doubling your referral points to get some really fabulous prizes. And make sure to use that link so that you get credit for it that you can find through your profile. If you have any questions about those referrals, making sure you're getting credit for it, you can message that Mary Kay account. And I'm going to drop in right now the link with all the information about that referral race, as well as that number that you can text into to double check your referrals are getting credited. Okay. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. Jen,
Yes.
anything else you want to add?
Nope, we just appreciate all of you. We're so grateful for your time. We love our Mary Kay users. So thank you for your time today. And we do not have a webinar next week, but we will be back the week after that. We're going to be doing webinar Wednesdays. So we hope you'll be with us. And if you can't be with us, we hope you'll catch the recording on YouTube. Thanks again, everybody. We appreciate your time. Have a great day.
Bye-bye.